Hello and welcome back to Firefighting in Canada This Week. Today's edition is brought to you by VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. I'm Justin Bellmore, and this is your firefighting news. An independent report into the 2017 flood and fire season shows that BC wasn't ready for it. An Ontario fire chief who was ousted by a new age policy says he will challenge it. And public fire and life safety expert Samantha Hoffman says fire safety is a community effort. A report from the BC Flood and Fire Review revealed that the federal, provincial, and local governments were not prepared to handle major emergencies. The report provided 108 recommendations to the province that also includes a substantial departure from existing practices around the handling of flood, debris flows, and wildfires in the province. Many of the recommendations implied that partnerships with First Nations governments were subpar. The report recommends improved planning, communication, decision-making, as well as recognizing First Nations jurisdiction on their own territory. The estimated cost of responding to the wildfires was more than $564 million. The province spent more than $73 million in flood response. A new retirement age policy has ousted Renfrew Fire Chief Guy Longton, and he's fighting back. The new policy forces all fire department employees in Renfrew, Ontario, to retire by age 60. Longton, who was forced Monday to retire as fire chief, says he has hired an employment lawyer to challenge the legality of his termination. Renfrew Reeve Peter Eamon says the Ontario government passed legislation in 2011 forcing frontline firefighters to retire at age 60, partly because of the hazards of the job. But he says town council felt the legislation should also be applied to the fire chief because due to the small size of the town's department, the chief is often at the scene. Longton says he wants to hold the town and its decision makers fully accountable for this, quote, arbitrarily age-imposed requirement. Is your home safe? Is your community safe? Are you safe? These are the three questions that Public Fire and Life Safety Officer Samantha Hoffman says are fundamental, especially when it comes to fire and life safety. Hoffman says if community members hear safety messaging from someone they trust, they are more likely to believe what they're being told. But it's not enough to get this information from one source like the local fire department. Hoffman says the safety messaging should come from multiple positive relationships, even your real estate agent.
That's the real hook, because people already have a relationship. They already trust these realtors with a major life choice, whether it's purchasing or selling their home. If you educate and you partner and you get your real estate agents as fire safety advocates, the message becomes more about changing behavior and less about authoritarian big stick, people saying you have to do this because.
Catch Hoffman's full column at firefightingincanada.com. This is Annex Business Media's Niche TV. Thanks again to VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. Stay tuned for our next episode of Firefighting in Canada This Week on Friday, May 25th. I'm Justin Bellmore. We'll see you next time.